Welcome to Pro Wrestling Weekly, everybody, where every week, or at least we try every week, to talk about anything wrestling, whether it be WWE, TNA, Lucha Underground, I'll cover it for you guys. I'm your host, Steve, also known as Steve the Reaper. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter, which is on the screen right now. And let's get right into this podcast. So, before we get too much into this, I'd like to plug our sponsor, Jerky XP. Use STDX for 10% off at checkout. That's what you should do. Also, September is Pediatric Cancer Awareness Month, so if you guys click on the link in the description below, you'll change your Twitter profile picture or Facebook profile picture to gold. And when you do that, WWE will donate $1 to find a cure for pediatric cancer. So I highly suggest that you guys do that. It's a great cause. So as you guys may have seen from last night's announcement video, I have a new co-host. So I've gotten to know him a little bit. He's a fellow wrestling fan and wrestling YouTuber. He's also the feedback manager for WWE games and 2K games. Without further ado, I'd like to introduce you guys to WWE Town Nation.
Hello.
So, he is our new co-host. I'm proud to bring him on. I'll leave his channel in the description below, as well as his Twitter, which you can see on the screen right now. So we're going to talk about various topics today. We're going to talk about WWE 2K16, the Night of Champions card, and Monday Night Raw. In really no particular order, so whatever you want to talk about first, we can start with that.
Let's go for 2K16.
Alright, let's talk about WWE 2K16. So, roster-wise, we're up to about 77 wrestlers. We have 43 to go with the reveal. So Monday we will be covering that on the channel. It's a pretty stacked roster right now, I'd say. I'm happy about the NXT edition. But
yeah, that's very good.
But with all these retro superstars, in particular, Booker T, Bam Bam Bigelow, Lex Luger, Finlay, DDP, it makes you wonder if WWE will have, 2K16 will have something including the Monday Night Wars and the 2K Showcase or something like that. So, yeah. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I don't really play with the Legends, except from like 3 or 4 of them.
Okay.
So, I'm not a big fan of the Legends, but I think there will be a 2K Showcase build on that part. Like, what I've started to notice now is all the DLC characters from WWE 2K16's on this roster. And I'm trying to think who could be DLC for the game this year.
So, who do you think would be possible DLC?
I don't know, to be honest.
I really don't have the slightest idea either. It's really tough to say nowadays, but so far I'm pretty happy with the roster.
It's like the biggest roster, definitely. Because it's like the biggest roster ever, it's quite hard to think of DLC.
Right.
But you've still got like your current day stars of the New Day and people like that to reveal, as well as legends such as Mick Foley and Mr. McMahon need officially confirmed.
Right. Maybe we'll get that in the Week 5 roster reveal by IGN. I'd really like to see them actually confirm that. But compared to the 2K15 roster, which was probably by far one of the shortest ones within a couple of years, at least in the 2K series, this is a pretty good turnout for the second installment of next-gen WWE games.
Definitely, it's a very, very big positive step forward, and I'm loving 2K16 so far.
Yes. The only downside of it would be like having a demo released, which I was hoping for. So maybe next year something like that will happen. It's really hard to say at this point in time.
Yeah, it is. Let's hope so.
Right? So let's talk about our favorite feature regarding the game. Personally, I'm interested to seeing more and hearing more about the breakout feature during entrances, because I know that you can attack your opponent during their entrance in 2K16.
That's right. And during the breakout option, if the first guy is making his entrance and you're the second opponent, then you attack him from behind. If you're the one already in the ring, you take control of your superstar, and then you can attack him. But the only downside to it is you've got to get in the ring before the referee disqualifies it and calls the match.
Oh, okay.
But what I do like is, let's say Finn Balor's still doing his entrance and you're Seth Rollins. You're Seth Rollins, you do the breakout option. Finn Balor is on the top rope doing his pose. In the entrance gear, if you run down as Seth Rollins, you can drop kick Finn Balor off the top rope. He's still in his entrance gear until you Irish whip him back in the ring. Once you're back in the ring, it cuts to the crowd, cuts to the referee, then the entrance gear is off.
Yeah, that was one thing that I heard, and I mean, I don't mind it as much because it's their first time doing something like this, but I would hope in future games that they would change it like that to where, like, I don't know, you can take off your entrance attire when you're attacked and not just cut to the crowd.
Let's just say there's plans.
So, what feature are you looking forward to the most regarding 2K16?
Good question. I do like the breakout option. I'm looking forward to seeing what else is available to do. But let's go for an exclusive here.
Okay.
I don't know whether it's in the game or not yet, but as of Monday, fighting in the crowd, 2K are officially working on it.
So this, if you guys didn't know, fighting in the crowd has been something that every WWE games fan has wanted for a long time, and we just got some exclusive information here that could be a possible feature in 2K16. So they do end up fully developing this. This would be a very interesting feature to see. I think a lot of people would have fun throwing, let's say, Big Show out into the ring as Brock Lesnar, and then you just F5 him into the crowd. That would be pretty sick to see.
That would be awesome. They're working on getting all the bugs out of it at the moment.
Right.
Because I don't know whether you've realised or not, but there is a big gap in the crowd where the barricades are this year.
Yeah.
During the demo, it is a wall at the moment, but that's because they don't want to let people see all the bugs within the feature and they want to get it perfect.
Okay, that's understandable.
If it's not WWE 2K16, it will definitely be WWE 2K17. That's a shadow of a doubt.
That'd be awesome if that is indeed the case. I can't wait to see if there will be a demo for 2K17. As you guys may have seen in past videos, I did come up with the demo concept. So hopefully that idea has been heard or has been brought up in some way, shape, or form. And hopefully everybody will be able to get their hands on the 2K17 demo if they decide to go that route.
Definitely. The reason why they haven't this year is because they want to be very, very confident on their game this year. Because of how many improvements that they have made to this year.
Right.
They want to make sure that all the improvements are perfect. So instead of releasing a demo like this month,
So that's good. At least we'll be getting that next year. That way we can help see what kind of type of bugs there are and what 2K can do and what things they should change.
Definitely.
So I think that's all that we have to cover for 2K16. I mean, we're 1 month away from the release, and then in a couple of days we'll be getting more superstars revealed. And hopefully, sometime down the line, I'll be able to get my hands on some 2K16 gameplay for you guys. So, yeah, I mean, all we have to do is wait another month or so. We'll have our hands on the game.
1 month, 25 days.
That's a pretty
for
accurate
UK anyway.
Oh, for UK, yeah.
Yeah, 1 month, 22 for North America.
Right. In case you guys didn't know, it releases on October 27th in North America and then the 30th around the world. So we'll be getting some early gameplay compared to the rest of the world. So, see, another topic that's on the table is this past Monday night on Raw, which I think was a decent Raw. I didn't care much for the Dolph Ziggler Lana segment. That's kind of been boring as of lately. So
who cares about that nowadays? Like, come on, you've got to admit, the writers of WWE have got to be off their minds to do a storyline like this.
it just makes no sense. The whole storyline doesn't make sense at all.
I know, it's ridiculous.
And I'm gonna be very like, of course, you know they're gonna carry it out to Night of Champions, but I'm hoping after Night of Champions it's done. I don't wanna see this anymore.
I can't go through another month of it after Night of Champions.
If I may ask, why is that?
Because it is one of the rubbishest storylines that I have ever seen. It is ridiculous. It is not lifelike at all. And I'd rather jump off a cliff than watch another month of this storyline after Night of Champions.
That's understandable. I agree with that. It's just, I have no words to describe the amount of hatred that I have for that whole entire storyline. Although during a live tweet up that I do on Twitter, I did get something trending regarding that segment, so I guess something good did come out of the segment. But
well, that's a good step.
yeah, but other than that, it's a pretty garbage segment, which sucks to say, but I'm not a writer, so.
What do you think of the other storylines except from the Lana?
I'm really anxious to see where they're taking the Sting and Seth Rollins storyline. I think a lot of people called it when, you know, I guess when they were setting up Seth Rollins versus Sting for the championship. I kind of expected that, but it's really hard to say how that will pan out. I mean, Sting's still somewhat good in the ring. I mean, if you guys watch WrestleMania 31, you would see that he was still decent in the ring. But I don't know. Like, my thing is, I don't know if I want Sting to win or not. I don't know if it'd be worth it.
I mean, like, Seth Rollins has 2 championships at the moment.
Right.
Why would they give a championship to a 55-year-old man that only shows up once in every 2 or 3 months?
Like, I can see why. I see both sides, but it just doesn't seem logical.
And who would Sting face after that?
There really is nobody for him to face after that.
Exactly, and I've heard speculation that Triple H will verse Seth Rollins at either Survivor Series or Royal Rumble for the WWE title, so.
Now, that would be interesting. I'd actually like to see that.
Yeah, speculation on it. Not confirmed yet, but.
for me, there's also speculation that he will lose the championship because I forgot where I read it, but there is a match card for the Madison Square Garden live event, and it had Seth Rollins facing John Cena for the United States Championship, but in the card it said that Seth Rollins was the champion, United States champion. So I don't know. It's hard to predict this.
Yeah, it's like arenas get it wrong all the time. Like my arenas that I go to, they always get the match card wrong.
Right. I don't know. Like, there's only a handful of wrestling news websites that I can trust, and I don't know. Just some of them haven't been really reliable as of late. So
Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah. Recently, actually this morning or this afternoon, whatever it was, they released a picture for the Wyatt family versus Ambrose and Reigns and having a mystery partner.
Yeah, the 6-man tag for Night of Champions.
Yes. And there's been strong speculation and very strong rumors that Eric Rowan will team up with Ambrose and Reigns, which would be interesting to see.
That would be interesting to see.
But
I'd like to see that happen, actually, because he's a former member of the Wyatt family, and he's been out with injuries, so if he returns as a face, the Wyatt family would be shots. Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah. But I also see him turning, attacking Ambrose and Reigns after when they win, and then him going back to the Wyatt family. The problem with WWE nowadays is that you can try to predict booking and whatnot, but at the end of the day, some of the booking on their end doesn't make sense. So, I don't know. Just
the SummerSlam booking was horrible. Yeah, the SummerSlam booking was absolutely horrific, but the NXT Brooklyn was phenomenal.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think that it could be because some people in the WWE are kind of out of touch, and so therefore they kind of put out garbage bookings.
Maybe so.
But yeah, NXT Takeover was really good. I like that.
I loved it. It was amazing.
Oh yeah.
And I can't wait till... Unfortunately, I can't go to it, but there's one in the UK in December.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I really, really wish I could go to it, but I can't.
Yeah, that'd be really awesome to see.
Network on the 16th of December. It's around 8 PM UK time, which is about 3 PM Eastern.
Okay.
So...
May have to watch that then.
Yeah. There's one in October, though, before it, so...
Okay. So, everybody has something to look forward to within those time frames. Back to Monday Night Raw and the Night of Champions card and just fusing those two together. The Dudley Boys, they are back.
I know, it's great.
And I think a lot of
the first time since 2004 on a Raw. Like, amazing.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people were kind of speculating that they would return sooner because of the Royal Rumble, which I've covered that in the past, and I don't want to really get back into covering this past Royal Rumble. But regarding that, I think a lot of people were expecting both Bubba Ray and Devon to return sooner because of the Royal Rumble, but
I was expecting it around just after WrestleMania, so when the Dudley Boy music hit, it was about 1:30 in the morning over here, because Raw airs at 1 AM.
Right.
So it was about 1:30 over here in the UK. And I literally screamed and I woke everyone up in the house. So, yeah.
Was that during the Royal Rumble or was that this past Monday?
That was this past Monday when the Dudley Boys music hit.
Oh, okay. I know during the Royal Rumble I screamed when their music hit, and I don't know. It was just, I don't think I got that excited over somebody returning before. That was
Yeah.
quite interesting.
But the Royal Rumble, I did a Paul Heyman moment at WrestleMania 30 and I went, oh my god! They're back! Yeah, that was a great reaction.
It's good to see them back. They're going to be facing the New Day for the Tag Team Champions. Honestly, I like the New Day as Tag Team Champions, but at the same time, I want to see the Dudley Boys get gold around their neck, or waist, whatever you guys want to call it, one last time.
Definitely. I mean, like, they rocks. But, in the same means, the Dudley Boys have signed a full-time contract now.
Okay.
So I think they're going to win their belts for the 24th time in their career.
Which is amazing. Certainly beats Cena's 15-time heavyweight championship when... I mean, what?
Good.
Almost
You want John
16.
Cena to break Ric Flair's record, or what?
I don't want him to. I really don't want him to.
Neither do I, don't worry.
Like, I like Rollins as a champion. If it's anybody else, then I probably wouldn't mind it as much. Or, okay, I take that back. Rollins or Sheamus, honestly.
Yeah.
Anybody
I'm hoping
else.
Sheamus, if Cena does win, I'm hoping Sheamus is catching, like, straight away.
Yes. That is what I'm hoping for as well. And I'm hoping it does happen at Night of Champions. Like, I almost freaked out when he cashed in a couple of weeks ago. So,
Yeah.
hopefully it comes.
And then Randy Orton came.
Yeah.
Oh, KO out of nowhere!
Exactly. If only it was a full cash in, that would have been great.
Yeah.
So we covered Night of Champions a little bit. I mean, okay, Charlotte versus Nikki Bella. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. I'll admit, I absolutely hate Nikki Bella.
I can see why.
I don't mind Brie as much. Like, I prefer Brie to Nikki by a mile.
Alright.
And that's both in talent and looks, if you need to know. And, there is rumours going around, though, that Charlotte's going to verse Nikki for the title on the 14th of September, the Monday Night Raw.
Why?
I don't know. It's all over, like, every single news site I've seen, so...
I'm sorry, but if you're going to break AJ Lee's title reign, do it with an actual wrestler.
Exactly. And they're doing it for the Divas title as well, so I think... Well, the plans was of yesterday that Charlotte's gonna win and Nick won't break the record.
I hope that's the case.
So do I.
Because I don't want Nikki Bella to break the record. I hate the politics, I really do.
I mean, AJ Lee was a great in-ring talent. Nikki
Yeah.
Bella's just there to... She's not even an entertainer.
And her promos were pretty solid for a couple of months, but now they're not good.
No.
Like, I might as well get a pillow and my blanket and just fall asleep for the next amount of time.
Yeah, why not? But I just hate it.
Yeah.
The whole reign altogether is just horrible.
Yeah. So, Intercontinental Championship wise, we haven't really heard much about it, so it's really hard to say what's going to happen.
I was like marking out when the Big Show was starting to win at SummerSlam, because a lot of people judge me by this, but Big Show is one of my favourites.
Okay.
Ryback's good, sometimes it's a bit iffy, but I love all of them. I love the Big Show, like, and when he was starting to win at SummerSlam, I just went out, so I'm hoping that Big Show gets another shot and he wins, because I think my house would be coming down if that happened.
Well, it'd be interesting to see more title reign. So, if they do end up going that route, good for him. I'll be happy for him.
I don't think he's deserving of the WWE World Heavyweight, but I think a minor title like the US or Intercontinental actually do him some good.
Yeah. Be nice to see that, but definitely not the world title.
No, definitely not.
United States Championship wise, I mean, that's kind of neither here nor there. I mean, Rollins is doing double duty, so it's really hard to see who would actually come out on top.
Yeah, it is. I'm hearing Cena that's versing him again.
Yeah.
I'm thinking Rollins is going to retain the WWE World Heavyweight, but I think Cena possibly could win back the United States.
I wouldn't mind if he did win back the United States Championship, simply because, you know, the US Open Challenge was really good. I
loved that.
I enjoyed that, especially with Cesaro and Kevin Owens in the mix. That was great.
Yeah, well, I liked, like, it's giving, like, the mid-card / jobbers a chance.
Yeah.
And I really liked that. Like, I haven't seen that.
Yeah.
Like, in ages, so it's really, really good.
Shoot, they could even do that with Seth Rollins if they really wanted to. I mean, they did the WWE Open Challenge, and Rollins and Neville had an awesome match.
Yeah, that was great.
So, I think that's all they pretty much revealed, Night Champions wise.
Yeah, I can't think of anything else. I think that's it.
Yeah. And that's like pretty much all the topics that we covered, unless you want to add on any of those topics. 2K16, Night Champions, Monday Night Raw.
I'll add one topic, but it's very, like, subjective.
Okay.
What do you think about the Jimmy Snuka and Hulk Hogan?
Oh my god. Well,
this is out of nowhere, so.
I'll start off with this. I got blocked by Hulk Hogan, even though I never tagged him in a tweet, so I'm just gonna get that out of the way right now. If you guys follow me on Twitter, you would have seen that.
Yeah, I've seen it many times.
So, yeah, I got blocked by Hulk Hogan, so that's my opinion on that. The Jimmy Snuka incident, I mean, it sucks that happened to him. They kind of giving him the Benoit and Hogan treatment, which, you know, I think anybody that knows anything about the legends of WWE, they'll remember him. Just the little kids that are just getting back into WWE won't know who Hulk Hogan are and Jimmy Snuka. So,
I mean, that's the thing. I'm only 16,
right.
but I know the history of WWE very, very well. Thanks, WWE Network.
We're not going to plug the price because I did that in the past. And it was an overrun joke. But $9.99. Say it there.
It's alright, because I get it for free, so I don't mind.
Oh, wait, why do you get it for free?
Someone else's account.
Oh. Okay. Alright.
I don't even know the dude. I just put on Twitter one day, I'm looking for a WWE Network account, anyone willing to share theirs, so a lot of people DM me, so I've got 4.
Okay. Well, shout out to those people that hooked you up with a WWE Network account. That's great. I got it for free. Oh, I got another account. Oh, well. Oh, that's great. So.
Before you say, oh guys, no, you cannot have the details for the login and password.
Yeah, it's kind of secret right there. It's classified information. We already gave you one piece of exclusive information. That is not one that we will be sharing. So don't ask on the comments. Don't ask me on Twitter. Don't ask him on Twitter. That's some exclusive information.
I've already gave exclusive information for 2K16.
Yeah, that's kind of asking a lot. Like, I didn't expect him to bring this information to me, so he's just like, oh, I want to say this on the on the podcast. That makes sense. On the podcast. So, you guys should be thankful that I know people, and now you guys know information. So, so I think that's all the topics, including one subjective topic.
And that was out of nowhere.
Yeah, that was out of nowhere. That was not planned, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. Mostly what you'll see on the screen is what we have planned, and among other things. So I think that'll pretty much wrap up the return episode of Pro Wrestling Weekly. Thank you to WWE Town Nation for coming on. And yes, guys, he is the new co-host. I promise you guys.
I'm proud to be.
He is proud to be the new co-host. I'm glad to have him on as a fellow wrestling fan and wrestling YouTuber. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you guys did enjoy and you want to see more, please make sure to body slam that like button below. Subscribe to make sure that this video gets in your sub box. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter, which is on the screen right now. Don't forget to check out our sponsor for this episode of Pro Wrestling Weekly. Also, if you're using the mobile YouTube app, make sure you turn on the notifications. If you just press that, you'll get notified when episodes like these go up. It's a very helpful feature, and I really enjoy it. So, do you have anything else to add before we close it out?
I have nothing whatsoever to say, except from catch you all later.
So thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I will see you guys in my next video. Have a great day, everybody.